need to go now.
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Ming. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me. I'm starting to actually get you. You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to wrest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
He has assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Huh, do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Do you have a minute to fix my stuff, too?
Sure. I hope you ain't just browsing. On it, and finished. Ta-da! Now that was some quality crafting, if I might say so myself. All set. Tell me if you need anything else fixed up.
I'm all good for now. I'll let you craft that new blaster extension.
It's gonna be sweet.
Would a wanton hand supply sustenance to this chamber?
He's asking for room service now?
Come get your own. We've got a full fridge.
Well, not exactly full. That explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. We thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land on the spaceport.
All them bars. And betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments, while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold. What the flark?
Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side. Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Peter?
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
The sorcerer heals his ilk!
What's the opposite of heal? Let's do that to him!
Incoming attack!
Do your thing, Drax!
The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat!
Dome's gotta go before we're overrun!
Look! The Elite One's mending his up! I'm on
And he
it!
will suffer for it!
It's like this one doesn't feel pain!
Bombs away, Rocket!
Anybody feel bad killing these dopes? Because I don't!
Way to take him to church, man! Rip him up, Drax! Drop him, Gamora!
Like a hot knife!
Move away, Rocket! What the? Coach is choosing his team members!
Get on the roll! He's buffing up his team!
Our enemies grow stronger! Foul magic! The sorcerer is healing the others!
All the more reason to kill him first!
It is acceptable to ask for help, Peter Quill!
Gamora, slice him up!
The hovering shaman is blessing his flock!
Yeah, the sooner that guy's down, the better!
Put their lights out!
Big guy is knocked back!
You don't have to ask me twice! Wacko's better pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear, because I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the Cortex and find Nikki.
Anybody see any this way to the fulfillment signs?
Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were Knowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used the backup telepath.
Cosmo is on their side. Getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
The Church believes they have already won. We must use that to our advantage.
Or maybe they have won and we're just walking to our deaths?
Rejoice, Rodent. Our final battle will be glorious.
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Knowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Clark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone.
You're right, Rocket. The people who lived here were rough. I once saw someone beat someone else to a pulp because they gave them a compliment. No way they'd willingly join up.
A sword to the throat can be very convincing.
So can the promise.
They got Flark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hala's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun.
Everyone quiet. We got company.
Lousy fun, Flarkers! Get ready to die!
We do not fear death.
Don't mean we can't hurt them.
Cut them down and let's go!
Why are you in such a rush?
The Warlock should have destroyed them!
He might have landed somewhere else!
Drax! Shackle! Guess the word is out about us!
We have made our intentions clear! They have swallowed the Church's lies!
They're gullible! What can you do?
You guys seen your boss Cosmo anywhere?
We can't count on Cosmo, Peter!
That's how it's done!
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
Priest said that they were bringing...
They can't raise the dead, especially after we save Nikki.
I've been thinking about what Warlock said.
Which part? He hasn't stopped talking since we met him.
About how Nikki and that Magus thing might be too intertwined to save her.
Is that what he said? It's easier to understand Bug Lady.
I had a contact here. Rotation.
You did? Was it Blurk? No. Stuff on hooks, maybe? Whoa. Cat free. He always gave Groot the creeps.
Ryan Groot.
Surprised the Church was able to seize the Cortex. It seemed pretty secure last time.
Wasn't half as secure as the dog thought.
Church's forces increased by the tick. Their superior number... numbers could have easily breached the defenses.
While we got just the 5 of us. Filling us all with confidence there, big guy.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Mantlo's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There is no way through this wall.
Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, God close. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Peter, let's go!
Oh!
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely. They were all charlatans.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences.
Okay. Gotta make a passage here.
Don't suppose we could try tricking them again? Make them believe we're all promised up?
Not unless you can fake that purple glow they all seem to have.
There's been no sign of Goldie Braun since he left from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock carries an old grudge. He would not align himself with the Grand Unifier.
Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless. I'm just an optimist.
Mantis brought us to Warlock for a reason. If that Magus thing really did come from...
You put way too much...
Hey!
More treasure dropping in!
Dropping like flies soon enough!
I scrambled more than his brain with that one!
This looks like a dead end.
For some more than others.
Looks like the church is trying to keep us out of there.
That's not gonna work.
The Emporium used to be right here. Did the church destroy it?
Doubt it. The Collector probably blasted out of here at the first sign of trouble.
Before the first sign, the Collector's supposed to be able to see the future.
Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Nah, the Cortex could...
Nikki had Warlock's soul stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
like you did with Goldilocks? Didn't work all that well the first time.
The girl may have sensed the evil in the stone and insisted they try again.
Or she's outlived her usefulness and Raker wants the stone's power for himself.
Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
The converted ones will be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life.
Which is pretty ironic if you think about it.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you
doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of the light! Vaya Magnati! The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The fulfillment must not be stopped!
That's it! He finally snapped!
Gamora! Wait for us! What the floor, Gamora? Something has stuck in the assassin!
He just went bonkers!
Something's up!
You won't ruin her this time!
I will ruin them all! Gamora! What's going on?
That garbage doll must have been magic or something! Whatever happened to not running in?
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Must be a doll thing, I don't know!
Groot, you're up! At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here! He was converting them to the promise! Shoot them!
Ruin her this time!
Ruin who? What's going on right now, Gamora? What the fuck, Gamora? Something has stuck in the assassin! Choosing his team members!
The power of the light!
He just went bonkers!
Let's show this sucker the real meaning of hurt!
This one mocks our every effort! Cowards! Face us!
We've got enough on our hands, Muscle!
Not again!
That was, weird, Gamora! You okay? The blockhead's amping up his buddies! We must eliminate their medicinal conduit!
Must be a doll thing, I don't know!
I am primed to destroy! There are more arriving!
No, it ain't my fault he's acting like this!
Roped another cultist!
Zonked out weirdos deserve it!
At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
No, we didn't!
It's a breathing room, Groot!
You? Good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good. Gamora, wait! Hold on a sec!
Why?
So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flagged up church?
No, of course not.
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on. All things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like. I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I could take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenwuburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. What say we go stop a nutjob cult leader?
Yes.
Incoming! It's all you, Gamora! They are coming at us from everywhere!
Wish we had one of their face chariots!
Drax the Destroyer! This combat is sure to draw the Warlock's attention!
Just hope Warlock's causing a distraction somewhere.
We're barely scratching the big thing's tank!
When we find Raker, I get him first.
I believe he will find us!
Still can't believe you killed Nebula!
I can't believe it either.
This is infuriating! We will not bend!
This has got my name on it. So we can forget what I just said, right?
If I buy you a drink,
Might wanna
will you
check
tell
on that
us how it
Peter.
happened?
Drax is down, Peter. Do something.
Drax! Sit tight, buddy! What is next, Peter Quill?
Keep kicking and flailing, Drax! I'm coming! Wrap him up, bud!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some firework kablamo?
How is he still standing?
Chop, chop, Gamora! Pin him down, Groot! Raker doesn't know what he's in for!
He's in for a world of suffering!
Time for the big guns!
No! I wasn't being insensitive!
It's just gonna get harder from here!
I'm just getting warmed up!
How do they have this many goons?
With access to the Cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We gotta shut it down!
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way.
Too wide to cross.
Maybe we can bridge the gap.
We keep saying bridge, and it's starting to sound like a made-up word.
Why do they keep blocking everything off?
Because now they expect us.
We need to find another way to the bridge.
Gap's too big to jump.
We should be prepared in case the Grand Unifier arrives.
That seems long enough for a bridge.
Unless it crumbles when it falls.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmos spotlight would shine down on me, but now I kinda miss it.
I did not know you were so sentimental.
Almost drowning changes a guy.
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
So, Gamora... how am I supposed to drop the most interesting thing she's ever done? You gotta disconnect the power, Quill. See that kid in the ritual thing?
Can't you do something to shut off the power?
If you do not have the upper body strength, perhaps your magic guns can help.
That's it, Peter! Let's go! We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead! Let's book it!
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
The form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Lefty!
Somebody swat that fly!
Save your nice words for later, Quill.
What would I do without you, Rocket?
Fucking sniper. Damn cowards!
We need to close this distance!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies! We must eliminate their medicinal conduit! That one is under a violent spell! Beware!
We don't want to be in the way of that!
So many lousy angles to cover!
Keep shooting! I'll get closer!
Let loose, Rocket! My great strength goes underutilized!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
If there weren't so many of them, I'd agree with you. Disagree that this'll work. We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge. Just follow my lead.
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either. Look, Homeboy and Unicorn are still at it.
Although the god stuff wasn't just talk!
We're sitting ducks! You are wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here!
On this we are agreed!
I got all these toys I'm just dying to use!
We are
Snipers over there! You saved me one!
No promises!
Okay! We gotta get to that elevator! At least the rooftops will provide some cover! Peter Quill, I have rescued you! I was almost cooked there! Thanks, Big D!
On the Novacore, zombie!
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across! How many times have I saved your butt now? Stay down!
Look out! Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either! Of course it was easier to get to before!
Hit him down, Groot! Drax Claw! Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the
Wanna see some
rooftop!
fireworks?
Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that!
The Warlock saved us from certain death!
I ain't scared of Raker in his hole like Joe!
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across! Well, you're a big target, that's why!
Run him through!
Running and gunning on rooftops! This is kind of fun!
If there weren't so many of them, I'd agree with you! Hold them down, Groot!
Too fast for my bombs!
Stay down!
Of course it was easier to get to before!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either! Been too long since I blew something up! So many lousy angles to cover!
That just gives us a fighting chance! Rocket! Fireworks!
You'll need Golden Boy's help!
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, Oh, my gilded glutes!
Regal rear. His perfect posterior. His
Champion cheeks.
Look out!
do you first, faith wizard.
Let's not add to our problems!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
So now you're finally
Too
happy.
close! Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump.
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up? Of course it was easier to get to before.
We approach the God's Tower! Hold on, Nikki! We're coming!
How many are there? It's like all of Knowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the... whatever they called it!
The Fulflarkman!
That was not the name!
I like it better!
Incoming attack! Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
Gonna have to use the rooftop! Stay away from the engine!
I will toss them to their deaths! Crap! Now it's Nova! These soldiers are deadlier than the local security!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Draw the fire while I
point?
cross to the next roof!
So many lousy angles to cover!
Keep shooting! I'll get closer!
Of course it was easier to get to before! Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun!
If there weren't so many of them, I'd have
Glad that's sorted! Another crazy cultist dealt with!
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look, they're still at it.
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Boom, baby!
You sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream.
Yeah!
Always knew Knowhere would get raided, but not like this. Thought it would be the world mind cracking down on him. You gonna make us a bridge or what? Oh, you gotta be flarking kidding me. Must suck to be a celestial head, just floating around the edge of the universe's stuck toilet. And then parasites move in and build a space station. They start digging out your brains. Until a death cult evicts everybody and starts blowing up what's left of you. We're so close.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
Glad that
You are a valued member of this team, not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it.
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Nor will I.
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
He will regret it.
How dumb are these Flartnards to even fall for this full Flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't Amanda.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse straits.
The beast is being exposed to the promise.
Get down fast!
Knowhere security's in big trouble after this!
If there's any of them left!
Groot says if you mess with the dog, you get the thorns! The mutt better remember us saving his tail here!
You can remind him later!
Why does the dog not mind blast them?
Something's wrong with him! I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
We're the resistance now! Cosmo! Talk to us here!
The dog is lost in memories of the past!
Thing's pretty tough for an older dame!
This is an historic battle! The last...
They'll be building us statues for this!
The mutt better remember us saving his tail here!
Bigger picture, Rocket!
Why does the dog not mind blast them?
Something's wrong with him!
A little help over here!
Peter! Can you get to him?
I relish the idea of conquering the dastardly device!
Peter!
Note to self, try not to die!
Don't get too spread out!
What's next, Peter?
Breathing room, Groot!
Release her at once, or face the destroyer!
Man, are we even putting a dent in this guy?
Listen, Rocket! You got this one!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of Knowhere!
They'll be building a step. Gamora! Got that! Hey, Peter, we're barely denting this thing!
We need to focus on taking it down!
What? Well, it's got Groot!
Rip him a new one!
You got it! Ouch! That's gotta hurt!
The gargantuan droid is also a sizable threat! Why does the dog not mind blast them?
Just buy him some time to recover!
Ready!
What's next, Peter?
Smoke him, Rocket!
I guess this means there's no Knowhere resistance!
The dog is not dead yet!
What the fuck are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this fleabag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, it just shoot the mutt!
No! You can do this, Peter. He knows you.
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere. Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not at time that matter. Same reason Cartadian, not go home.
Knowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mind for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
I am Groot.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here. It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name. You miss being someone's property? Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits sent Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost. But yet... You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up. Family would never turn back on Cosmo.
What about your puppies, Cosmo? They're your family.
Cosmo young or...
They're here, man. And they're counting on you. For love, for protection. But those pups acting in them and
But you have. They're somewhere here on Knowhere, maybe needing your help right now.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Peter Quill is...
They are wicked pervert.
Be gone! Cosmo not fix your lies.
That's it, buddy.
No.
Sick 'em, boy!
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex. You think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers. Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble digits don't make mistakes.
Yep. Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos, while you were off looking for the mutt.
What job?
The less you know, the better. The flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth. Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we can even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people. She knows what she's doing, or what she did, or will do. I know she can be...
Crazy?
enigmatic.
Well, if that means crazy, I agree with you. Yuck.
I am so done with brains and the Universal Church of Crap.
Guardian of Galaxy, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi dead.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church goons between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yeah, Cosmo is retaking power of spirit where his pups are hiding. Without power, Knowhere is being lost. Pups too.
Gotcha! Be careful up there, buddy!
We're violating so many Knowhere codes. Just be near this brain. I will leave this out of the dog report.
You're all charged up!
Open invitation, people! Might want to check on that, Peter!
Less lethal? Still hurts, I bet. I got all these toys I'm just dying to use!
Time for the big guns!
I will not be bested so easily!
Go get him, Tiger!
That floating mine guy is really starting to tick me off! Slash him, Gamora! Groot!
It is best to avoid the levitating pods, Peter. Die!
There's a spark between us!
We're violating so many Knowhere codes. Just be near this brain.
We don't have to tell anybody!
There's only room for one bomb-tossing badass here. Heads up! He's got mine!
Breach the shield!
Come, fools! Come and die on this brain!
Not the weirdest of his war cries, but definitely up there.
Close the distance! Don't let them pick you off!
I'm on him!
Peter Quill!
I don't think he'll be flying again anytime soon!
Well done, Peter Quill!
Goon's got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung, they call it.
Good thing I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. You probably already got the gray lung.
Lungs are already gray.
And you know that